Well, we are currently going to pick us up a hood for the M-Tech car, the wrecked 67 Ford Mustang that's no longer wrecked. I should stop calling it the wrecked Mustangs. It's not wrecked anymore. Or turn some music off. But yep, a 67 Shelby GT500 hood popped up on Marketplace, so we are currently driving. I'm currently driving to Manchester, Tennessee to go and look at this hood and see if it's worth buying. A lot of this stuff on Marketplace is junk, and a lot of times when there's something like that for sale on Marketplace, it's because it don't fit worth the duty. So it's either really bad quality, it doesn't fit, it could have spider web cracking in it. If that's the case, then I'll just turn around and come home. You know, I'm not gonna buy something that's gonna cause me any more heartache. So I've got a hood already. It's, you know, it's got a few bad spots in it that I intend on fixing. So if I get down here and this hood's got bad spots in it also, might as well just use the hood I already got. So I'll let you know what happens. Hopefully I get to buy this hood. Hopefully it's a good hood. So we shall see. So here's that hood that I picked up on Marketplace. It turned out to be a pretty good buy. I like the quality of it. I think it's a Tony Brada hood. It's one of the better hoods. It is vacuum formed, I believe. Maybe. I could be wrong about that. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. The bottom's not really shiny or nothing. It's almost looks like hand-laid fiberglass. Of course, y'all can't see nothing because it's so dark in here, but it's pretty good quality. I like the way it lines up. It's got the factory places for your factory latch. Of course, you can't see it. Got your factory hinge bolt locations. It opens and closes good. The gaps are good. It lines up really well. To be a fiberglass hood, it lines up really well. I'm impressed with it. I paid $325 for it. If I had to buy this off of Tony Brada's website, it would have been up over $1,000 plus freight. So I got a heck of a deal on this hood. Well, I'm happy it's raining. It's rained on and off for the last 4 or 5 days now. I'm happy. I'm not complaining. I love the rain now. I used to hate it. I love it now. Look what just got dropped off. Customer just dropped this off. You guys, you're finding me. You're finding me on YouTube. You're reaching out. Alright guys, so I managed to get to work on the car today. The wrecked at Motorhead Garage car or M-Tech Garage. It's been a pain. I've got this car finally straightened out, and I'm going to show you all the route I decided to go. Look a little different, don't it? As of right now, it's going 1967 Shelby GT500. All the way. She just wants to play. All day long. That's what that dog does. All day long. So as you can see, it's got a 1967 Shelby GT500 nose. We've got the Shelby GT500 hood. We've got the upper scoops, the lower scoops, the rear spoiler. I ain't got the end caps on it yet because I've got to put the taillight panel on. It's still sporting its purple taillight panel. I got to mock up my fiberglass taillight panel. I wish I'd put a metal taillight panel in it. But all the welding's done. Everything's fitted and fits pretty good. To be fiberglass, it fits pretty good. Got everything fitting real nice on this car. Everything's welded nice and solid. I come in here, go in here, clean all this up. Put me some green Duraglass in here so it won't give no trouble. Got nice door gaps. Lines up good. As you can see, we got our new floor pan in. I still have to put the seat platforms in. Still have not heard back from CJ Pony. It's been 3 weeks now, I think, since I emailed them. This is welded solid. So won't give no trouble when I put my green glass on. I'm still currently making my door gaps. It's pretty good down there all the way up. It could be a little narrower, I guess. I could scoot the door forward maybe, or scoot the fender back a little bit. I may do that, I don't know. But this is going to have to be notched out some more. No clearance in there. All this looking good. Got good hood gaps. And y'all remember this car right here was killed when the other YouTuber had it at M-Tech Garage. I think he was Motorhead Garage before. You remember this car was killed. I mean, the hood was overlapping the fender. It was pretty bad shape. Now we got a 67 Shelby GT500 front nose on this thing. This is secondhand stuff. This thing was mangled. This stuff was mangled. It's busted up. Had this stuff sitting around for years. I've had this for better part of 10 years now, I guess. And it was just in bad shape. I didn't want to use it, but I'm going to use it. I'm going to fix it. It was just busted in the front. It had been hit in the front. It's busted. I'm going to glass it all back together and fix it right here on this side. There's a big chunk. Actually, there's a big old chunk gone right there, as you can see. I'll put it back together and fix it. But it is what it is. This gap right here is a little bit wider than I like. It looks good right here, but right here it kind of opens up a little bit. So I'll do a little bit of glassing. We're going to take some off of this body kit to where it flows into the hood better. Almost looks like somebody might have put some filler in this, but too much. See this right here? This is body filler. So I'm sure if I come in here and grind all this out, it'll probably line up with the hood like the other side does. Because the other side don't appear to have any filler in it. It lines up really good. I'm happy with that right there. But like I said, the gap's pretty good here, but it gets a little bit wider back at the back. I don't really like that. That's just, it's the hood. The hood's narrower. Ain't nothing to do with the car or the fender or nothing. It's just the hood. But the wrecked side is no longer wrecked. That hole that was down there is fixed. It needs a little bit of green glass on it. It should be good to go. I didn't take no pains with fixing that. It's fixed. It ain't TIG welded. It ain't body, you know. It is what it is. Get her done kind of thing. All this in here is welded. Straightened out that floor. Put it back in. Needs to be ground down. I'm going to grind all my welds down. I'll seam seal everything once I get my seat platforms in. Seam seal it all. I'm going to wrapper line all that in there. Give it a little sound deadening. Give it some protection. Be good to go. You need to calm down, Ellie. You're working yourself up. These scoops are eBay scoops. They don't fit worth a duty. You bottom them out. You bottom them out. And right there's what you got to work with, fellas. See, it's touching down there. Big old gap there. Touching there. Gap. So these were kind of cheaper. I paid up for these because they're supposed to be functional. And as you can see, they ain't worth a duty neither. So whether you pay up or pay down, you're still getting junk. And the other one they sent me, these are supposed to be functional, keep in mind. The other one they sent me, it's not functional. It's just a stickered on just for looks. And I paid the same price for both of them. So, yeah. That one's functional because it has the... It's got the pipe right there. You can put your piping for your back brakes. Your air ducting. If I decide to put air ducting in, we'll have to make a backing for this one. But this is kind of a little update. Where she's at right now. It's looking more and more like the car at the end of the Gone in 60 Seconds movie. And that's kind of what I was wanting. Once I get all the front fixed. Do a little body work here and there. This baby's going to be patinaed. It's going to be a fake patinaed paint job. I'm probably going to go... If I don't go black with gold stripes, I might go white with Guardsman blue... Wilmington white with Guardsman blue stripes. And then, you know, make it look patina. You know, rub through it here and there and give it some fake rust. You know, all the good stuff. I've had so many shiny cars. I want to know an old beater I can just drive around and have fun in. So that's where she's at, fellas. Yep, that's where she's at. I want to show y'all just how good this old car is. It's straight again. It's back to 100%, back to factory specs. This thing is straight. All this is straight. All the hose lines up. That was lined up. That was like everything lines back up. Well, the nuts over to the side, but it's lined up. Everything lines up like it's supposed to, y'all. That means the front end ain't over that way or this way. Same way over here. Everything's lined. I need to get some bolts. I ain't got no bolts. Bolt everything up. I'm low on bolts, fellas. But she's not cattywampus anymore. She's not banana shape. So I just need to do a little body working. This thing's 50 shades of different colors right now. But yeah, we ain't gonna be doing no work right now on this car. I just want to give y'all a little walk around and show you what I'm doing, show you where I'm at. haven't really got to work much because we've been on a camping trip. And we need to take a break. We got away for a few days. Went camping, had a good old time, went fishing, went swimming. Yeah, the camping trip was a lot of fun. I caught 2 catfish, 1 bass, and a trout. And of course I throw them all back. But the one car that was delivered while I was gone is this one here. I don't know why this is so fuzzy. What's going on here? But anyway, like I said, this car right here, it was delivered while I was actually setting up my tent at the campground, and the guy called and said, "Hey, I'm at your house." I was like, "Oh crap." So I left the campground because it was only 15 minutes away from where I live. Left the campground, rushed here to meet him. The guy was already gone. He backed the car in halfway in the driveway, halfway in the grass. I didn't even get to look at the car. And the car isn't, it is what it is. Cut in half, not done properly. It needs to be cut in half again and done right, because they didn't box it on, or they didn't plate it on the inside, you know, and they cut it down in the middle. Anytime I've ever done this, I've cut it right here, so that when you put it back together and do your weld, you got your factory joint still right here. It's not really a factory joint, but it's right here where the roof skin's put onto the windshield post. It's already got filler in here, or lead, so why not go make your cut right here? So I usually make my cut, plate it on the inside of this windshield post all the way around, then I'll slip the upper structure over my plating, and then I'll burn it in hot all the way around, and I'll weld through, I'll plug weld it too everywhere, just to ensure that it don't never go anywhere. They didn't do that. That's wrong. And they cut it right here. I mean, who in the world does that? Look at this. It's touching almost here, and I can stick my daggum finger in it here. This is nuts. Look at that. Stick your finger in it here, and there's no gappy here. They got this all welded wrong, cattywampus. It looks like the rocker's going down this way, and then it's going up this way. It's like it's banana shaped. That's part of the reason why they ground the back off the doors and ground the front off the doors. And it's done that way on both sides. It ain't just this side. They've put trunk drop-offs in it, and then they just let it rust and rot. But it's the same over here, see? And they've just welded the drip rail basically. So in under this drip rail, it's not welded, it's still a cut. So that's unsafe. You could even still see that it's cut. See right there? That little hole right there, that's a cut. It's not welded in under the drip rail. All they done was welded the drip rail part back together. They didn't actually weld the post back together. And if you look real close right here, you can start to see where it's trying to crack back loose. You might not can see it on the camera, but it's trying to crack back loose right here. It's not no good. I ain't even been driven and it's already trying to crack. This door won't close all the way. It's just bad. It's all bad. Y'all see how this is going inward and then it comes out. This is no good. Some of y'all has reached out to me on Facebook and on my group on Facebook, the Illinois Mustang Club. So those are 2 places you can reach out to me. If you have any trouble reaching me, just keep trying. You can reach out to me on my email, 67_fastback@live.com. That's a good way to get in touch with me. Just keep trying, fellas. Y'all been wanting a 65 to 66 coupe conversion video. I don't know why this is so blurry. I apologize, guys. But this is it, 65, 66. We're going to do this. We're going to do it cheap, easy, the way any average Joe can do it at home in their garage with simple tools. Just like on the 67, 68s, we're going to do this one. Coupe conversion, we're going to leave the coupe package tray in it. We're going to do it just like we do the 67, 68s. But we're going to do it with the 65, 66 to show y'all that it can be done. Then after I'm all done with the video, I'm actually going to take it all back apart And I'm going to be putting real fastback infrastructure in this car out of that first car right there. I'm going to take the top off of this car because somebody put that top on also and they did it wrong. So I'm going to use the inner structure off the roof. I'm going to be using it in this car. But I know a lot of you guys don't have access to a real fastback top, so we're going to do it the cheap, easy way on this thing to begin with. And then off camera, I'll take it back apart and do it the other way. But first off, I need to do like I said I was going to do. And make a video for you guys on putting the little body kits on these cars. So I need to get my butt in gear and get this car cut apart and fastbacked so that y'all can get a video out of me on putting a body kit on this car. So we got our body kit. It's actually sitting out here in the rain. Dropped it off and come a daggone flood. Here's our body kit off of eBay. I need to take it down the garage, I guess, before it starts raining again. We got our upper nose. We got upper scoops. We got lower scoops, fender flares, lower nose. Taillight panels laying in there. The hood is laid up against that tree. We will be putting this kit on that car right there. So please look forward to the next video. Hopefully on the next video, I said that on the last one, but hopefully on the next video, you will see that kit being put on this car. So please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope y'all like what you see is happening with this car. This car was wrecked. This car was totaled. This car was probably never going to be fixed again. We've put new life into this wrecked car. So it's no longer a wrecked Mustang. We can no longer call it the wrecked MTech car. I guess we're going to start calling it something else because it's no longer wrecked, fellers. So hope you like what you seen. I'm sorry we didn't work on nothing today. But till next time.